Goodwill is getting greedy, guys, and people are starting to make videos about items that are very overpriced, and in some instances, they're actually more expensive than actual retail. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Here at the Goodwill, regretting our life decisions. Okay, I wanna show you this bag, okay?
Oh, wow.
It's all tattered up.
It's literally
It's all
peeling.
ripped. There's a logo missing off of this.
Should we check the price? Yes, please.
What? Oh, it's a clean $14.99.
$14.99. I would have done the same thing.
It's another day. Let's go check the crazy prices. They have this little pink Disney backpack and it's $74.99. These Youth of the People peptide products are $34.99. I'm guessing this is some kind of Bosch tool and it is $49.99.
$49.99.
This is a whole jar of keychains and it's $34.99. This blue Invicta watch is $89.99.
Okay, guys, I had to stop it there because the Invicta watch, like, I feel like these people don't even know if the stuff is real or not, and then they're just pricing it because they just, oh, we see Invicta, and then you just do a quick search on Google. Oh, they're selling it for $50, right? No, sometimes they're not even real. Like, I actually purchased a bag one time from the Goodwill, like, online store, and I thought it was real because I thought they would like check it, right? And when I got it, I tried to resell it, and then it came back that it was actually fake. And so I literally spent like $35 on a fake bag, and they don't take any accountability for that. Like, you literally are out of your money if it's fake. Too bad for you.
I don't even know what brand this white dress is, but it is $149.99. You can let me know in the comments. They have these crazy chairs. They look almost like they go in a castle, and they are $59.99 each. They have this semi-new looking Instapot for $24.99. This is a Power X air fryer. It's $35.99. This is a metal bundt cake bowl. It's $9.99. This wheelchair is $39.99.
Wow, like even handicapped people nowadays are literally priced out of the Goodwill. Like, I mean, I remember when I was a child, well, I was like a teenager pretty much. I used to go to the thrift stores and stuff, and I would just like, I love going to the thrift stores, don't get me wrong, because everything was so cheap. But I would kind of feel like a little bit embarrassed to tell my friends where I would get stuff. So like I wouldn't even talk about it. But literally with these prices now, you can actually now brag that you're going to like the Goodwill boutique, you know what I mean? Because literally you can find better deals like going to yard sales and like the Facebook marketplace than even going to Goodwill nowadays, literally. Like, it's crazy.
$39.99.
Please let me know if this has happened to anybody else at a Goodwill, or like if they're allowed to do this. I popped into a Goodwill today to try to find some wall art because I'm trying to make a gallery wall in my new place. And when I was looking at the art, they wheeled out a cart with a bunch of new stuff. And in the cart, they had a Lululemon belt bag. Nothing special, just like a pink one that was like mildly used. And I knew my mom wanted one, so I was like, oh great, this is a great opportunity to get one. It's in great condition, whatever. So I picked it up. It had like a $5.99 price tag. I was like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And when I got to the register, the lady at the register looked at it and said, oh, I gotta reprice this. And before I could even ask, she like ran to the back.
No.
And I was like, okay, maybe it's a couple dollars off, whatever. But weird because it has a price tag. It's not like it didn't have a price tag and it needed to be repriced.
Exactly.
She comes back after like 5 minutes and repriced the belt bag at like $21.99.
Oh, wow. Oh, hell no. I would be pissed. I would be so pissed if they would do that to me. They've never done that to me, but I also kind of stopped going to Goodwills because of the same reason, because everything is so overpriced. But if they would have changed the price on an item that I already got and has a price, I would be so mad about it. That's ridiculous.
Which, for context, a regular new belt bag is like $25 nowadays. So I was like, what? Like, why did you do that? So then I was like, okay, actually, I don't really want that because I'm not going to pay $20 for this used belt bag you just changed the price of in front of me. And I'm all about helping and like rounding up every time I go to Goodwill and all these different things, or any thrift store. But like, that's insane. So I decided to ask her, like, why did you do that? Like, I don't really understand. Like, why did the price change? And she goes, oh, the pricing team doesn't know brands. So I'm encouraged to change the price at the checkout if it's a reputable brand.
What does that even mean? Like, That is just so shady, right? Because it's like, oh, I'm encouraged to change the prices depending on the brand. So a price was already decided on that item. Like, why do you have to change the price? It's kind of literally kind of insulting to whoever priced that item, because it's like, oh no, you're too dumb. You don't know about this brand, and I do. So I'm going to reprice it and then charge you more for it, right? Like, that's just so stupid.
And I was like, that's kind of odd considering it had a price already, and I feel like that you're not supposed to do that. But I was like, I'm not gonna fight on this. She was like, you can talk to my supervisor if you want. I was like, I don't have the energy to put into this belt bag. If somebody wants to buy it for $20, like whatever, but that's actually insane. And then I walked away from the register, bought my stuff, whatever. Then I watched her like hand it off to another employee, and they were like talking and like excited about it. And then she took it to the back office, like this other employee. Like didn't put it back out, just like looked at it, examined it, and then took it to back office to like keep, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was a way to get me not to buy it because she really wanted a belt bag. I don't really know. But the principle of it is kind of crazy that they can just change the price at the register because it's a quote-unquote reputable brand and the pricing team already had priced it at $5.99. I've heard about issues with pricing at Goodwill and such, but like this was the first that they changed the price at the register like that. I don't know. It's a sign that I just need to stick to my local thrift stores like I've been trying to. But yeah, let me know if that's ever happened to anybody, because that was really weird.
That's literally like what I've been doing. So as a reseller, like I purchase a lot of items every week, and I used to buy from them before, but I just started noticing like their prices just kept going up and kept going up. I'm like $9 for a pair of jeans, and like sometimes the jeans are nothing special, right? It's like, why am I gonna pay $9 for a pair of jeans? Like I'll just go to Macy's, maybe get it on sale, and get out of Macy's with a $12 pair of jeans or something brand new, right? And it's crazy because, there's just no reason for them to do that, because everything that they get is donated. And then I just, I think it's so sad because people donate their stuff thinking that this is going to go to a good cause, that people are going to get help by donating this. And it's just not even the case. And they actually now sell online as well, which I think this is what happened. I think that they're actually getting incentivized to like recognize certain brands and stuff, and whenever there's a good brand, they take it to the back so that they can put it online to sell it for more money, which is just ridiculous. Like that's horrible customer service, and that's just really bad, like integrity, just work integrity, period. But yeah, right now as a reseller, I just try to directly purchase from like actual people that are selling their stuff, either through marketplace or through just yard sales. But I don't know. I don't even know how people, like low income people, I don't even know how they can afford stuff right now, because they're literally getting priced out of the thrift stores as well. Right now, currently, I actually try to go to more like mom and pop, like small like stores or like small thrift stores, just because of that. I actually find better prices there. And, it's just better. Like I'm not even, and things that I have that I want to donate and stuff, I don't even bother taking it there anymore. I just prefer either like just offering it to like family members, or if not, I'll just take it somewhere else. Maybe Salvation Army. I know that they're also have their thing too, but I don't know. It's just, I think Goodwill is just going really crazy. And the sad part of it is that whenever their stuff doesn't sell, they actually have the Goodwill bins, where it's just a huge place where you just take a bunch of stuff, they put it in bins, and then everything just ends up getting like broken and, just mixed up. Things are missing their parts. Like it's just everything, pretty much becomes, a lot of the stuff most of the time becomes trash. And it's crazy that they, instead of just giving good prices to people so that they can actually use the stuff, they just prefer to just price it up and, oh, well, if it sells good, if it doesn't, we'll just pretty much throw it away. Because, if I go to the Goodwill bins and I find something that's broken and stuff, I'm not going to buy it, right? So it just ends up at a landfill somewhere. So, I mean, how about the landfills, right? Like, how about all the trash that they're creating too? They should be held responsible for stuff like that too. I mean, I don't even know where stuff like that goes. I think probably they go to India or something, some other country. But that's ridiculous that people here are needing things and they're just not even being able to buy it so that it can just be thrown away.
All right, team, let's get to pricing some things. $10. What do you mean it's used? Look at that. There's more than half the bottle left. $10.
This is literally
Wow,
what
now
Goodwill
that is
employees
fancy.
think.
Put it in the case, under $99.99. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure how to check if it's real silver. It looks silver, don't it? Now this is a nice clip. This is a nice clip, y'all. At least $5 on this. I mean, they sell these at TJ Maxx. Now, what even is this? Oh, it's one of them razor contraptions. It doesn't look too used. $4. Woo-wee! Is that Shein? That better go on the designer rack. $7.99 on that.
I hate Shein.
Oh, you saw it online for $2? What they don't know won't hurt them. Now, what's this? Juicy Couture. All right. Another item for the designer rack. We can
That's
put
vintage.
$24.99 on this one. They'll pay it. It's Juicy Couture.
Goodwill, it's Greedwill. Look at this. Effective January 1st. Screw the seniors. Screw the military. Hey, screw the customers too. What the heck is this? They're going to end all these discounts? Would you like to round up and donate today? Go fuck yourself. You overprice everything. You pay and treat your employees like dogs. I didn't think you could get any more greedy. Gosh. More money for the execs, hiding behind a non-profit. Good luck out there.
Wow, that's insane. And I think that this only applied to like certain places, but it wasn't like in the entire country. But that's crazy though. Like they were already giving this type of discounts. Why take them away? All right. Well, since this became like a really big thing, people were just, you know, going crazy, making videos about it. I guess Goodwill decided to actually come out and talk about why they raised their prices. And so I just did a quick search here very quickly just to see what they said. And so it says Goodwill explains that rising prices are a reflection of market trends and efforts to ensure their operations remain sustainable, with each Goodwill organization adjusting its pricing periodically to stay competitive. They acknowledge that some items might be priced higher than their original retail value due to factors like brand recognition, condition, and demand. Okay, and while they strive to keep prices as low as possible, they also need to maintain profitability to support their mission-driven program. I think that since they're able to now have like internet on their phones and just be, you know, very accessible to the internet, they actually learned how to look up items. And so by doing that, they're, you know, pretty much try to price gouge nowadays. And then they're just pricing stuff based on what they see. But what they don't know is that us as resellers, we actually know more of what the items are priced. Because, for example, if I were to buy an item to resell at Goodwill, I would have to actually do some research on the item, because I wouldn't just be like, oh, it says here that it sells for $34.99 and then I'm just going to buy it based on that. No, you actually have to do some research and see actually for how much the item has sold, because not because somebody posted something on eBay, let's say for $1,000, means it's going to sell for $1,000. And these people, what they do, they just literally go in there, they search the item real quick, and then they just see like how much, like an average of how much they're listing the item for, but they don't actually see how much it's actually selling for. And, you know, I just think these are all excuses, because it's always been a thing, right? Like brands are always been a thing. The people have always had a thing for certain items. Some items had more desirability. And then the excuse that they're giving here is just not, I don't think that is, you know, good enough for what their excuse is for that. And then one of Goodwill's like claims on why they do what they do, pretty much of why they sell items, and then pretty much what their mission is. It says that Goodwill handles donations by sorting them, pricing items for sale, and using the revenue generated from sales to support their mission of providing employment and job training services. They also work to ensure items that don't sell are either salvaged or recycled. That's what they say, right? But I mean, if you actually go to Indeed, I just wanted to do a quick search here in Indeed just to see if, you know, what they were saying was even a little bit like credible about their mission. And I mean, I don't know, because they're actually at 3.4 in rating overall, and their fair pay for job is like the worst. Like they literally don't even pay employees good. And then it says that the work and life balance at 3.3, the pay and benefits is at 3.0, job security and advancement is 3.0, management 3.1, culture 3.2. So I mean, it's pretty bad. Like if you already get your items donated and stuff, like you should at least make sure that you have a good work environment, that people are getting paid well, because especially us as resellers, like we know how much money you can make as a reseller. So technically, Goodwill is as a reseller, right? So they literally have no cost involved in running their business, like with item wise, they don't. I understand that they still have to pay rent. They still have to pay, you know, their employees and stuff like that. But with the amount of items, guys, that I see every time I go to the bins, it's just so many items. Like, I just don't see how they're not able to make money, like enough money to be able to pay their employees good and then also be able to have good prices, because they literally just throw away all those items. So, I mean, why are they like not maybe lowering them like really low so that they can still move instead of just pretty much throwing them away? Because that's what they end up doing anyway. So it's not like they have a shortage of items. They actually have a lot of items. They are, you know, they get donated tons and tons of items. And it's just ridiculous that they actually do this, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the reviews here. So one says, worst experience of my life, unrealistic goals. They work on a point system. If you're late, even from medical or general emergency, say goodbye to your job. No excuses, no exceptions. If you didn't put in for more than 2 weeks in advance, you're getting reprimanded, which I don't know what that means. Absurdly understaffed. All departments are down at least one person at all times. The moment you have enough, someone gets fired. You're just a replaceable number here. You can't even shop at your store. HR is more concerned about your mistakes than helping you. If a customer gives you a gift or buys you something and you accept it, immediately you're done. I wish I was exaggerating. Been working for 10 plus years, and this was my first place that fired me. I live in another town 40 minutes away and was late a few times. That was it. You only need to be 1 minute late. Can't clock in more than 5 minutes early either. Better set a timer and be prepared to cut your break short so you don't lose your job. That's insane, guys. Like that's very bad. Literally. So, and yeah, so pretty much they rated like compensation and benefits to 1.0, job security and advancement 1.0 as well. That's pretty crazy, honestly. I think that you would expect more from a company like this. I've heard that the CEO makes like $600,000 a year, something like that. But I guess it's just not enough, guys. Just not enough, right? Well, I hope that that people are able to boycott them enough so that they can bring their prices down at some point, because it's just getting ridiculous. Or just what's going to happen, people are just going to stop shopping there. They're going to shop at other thrift stores that are more affordable, and hopefully they can learn from that and stop being so greedy. Well, thank you guys for watching today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.